This changes everything for the UFC as we head into UFC 314 this Saturday night with multiple fighters having immense pressure to pull out their victories. Career paths are on the line, rivalries forming up, and the title picture could be flipped upside down. Welcome everyone to a brand new episode of UFC Digest. My name is Mike Garcia, and today we are going to be breaking down my predictions on the most important fights for UFC 314 and who will come out victorious. Guys, I gotta break it to you. I've been waiting for this fight for quite some time. Ever since the departure of Ilia Topuria, relinquishing his championship, moving up a weight class at the 155-pound division to hopefully get that championship fight against Islam Makhachev, we were all wondering, I was wondering, when and if Alexander Volkanovski could actually reclaim his championship and face off against someone like Diego Lopes. And the funny thing is, if you were to ask me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if Diego Lopes even had a chance against Alexander Volkanovski, I would have said, you're crazy. No way. Alexander Volkanovski, the number one, number two at the time, best pound-for-pound fighter for the UFC? Not a chance in hell. Now, I don't see it. I do not see it. For the simple fact that Alexander Volkanovski not only faced off against tough opponents, but has suffered not one, but two devastating knockout losses. The first one was against Islam Makhachev, and the second one was against Ilia Topuria himself. So there's a question that has to be asked here. What is the mindset? The mindset of Alexander Volkanovski? Will he actually be coming in his bravado and go back to how he used to be? Go back to being that pound-for-pound guy, the one that everyone says that he's the GOAT of the featherweight division? Or will he come in thinking to himself, is my chin the same? After the devastating knockouts, plus taking a year off to heal lingering injuries, healing off his brain, is my chin the same as it used to be? Will I take the same shot as I used to before? Has this weight cut been, well? And to face someone against like Diego Lopes that nearly knocked out Brian Ortega at the UFC Sphere just last year, a rising contender that has speed, power, that the chances that he touches you 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, you go down, my friend. You go down. So if there is a way, if there is a thought, if there is a confirmation, where all the evidence and the immense pressure that is against Volkanovski, I am giving my hat, I am giving my doubloon, I am giving my hard-earned coin to Diego Lopes. There will be a new champion crowned for the UFC in the featherweight division, and his name is Diego Lopes. Mark my words. Moving on to the co-main event, you have Paddy Pimblett. Paddy the Baddy Pimblett faced off against Iron Michael Chandler. I can't stand Paddy Pimblett. I think he's obnoxious. I think he's so full of himself. I think he was lucky just to go in and just given the opportunity to face off against his opponents. And yet, he's undefeated in the UFC. He's a rising star. The UFC wants him to be victorious against Michael Chandler. And poor Michael Chandler, former Bellator champion, regarded as one of the top lightweights in the world. Michael Chandler reminds me of a sad story where someone just does something, setting up their career, and is doing every single thing they can, putting up positive affirmations, putting in the work, putting in whatever they can, and it just doesn't work out well for them. It really doesn't. Let's face the facts here. In case you're doubting me, and in case you're doubting the betting lines, let's face the facts here. Michael Chandler has lost 4 out of his last 5. 4 out of his last 5! The last one was against a rematch against Charles do Bronx. Granted, Charles do Bronx didn't finish him the last time, but he still lost. And then on top of all of that, before then, he wasted 2 years of his prime career waiting for a Conor McGregor fight that never happened. It was never going to happen, and it never will happen unless Conor McGregor actually takes things seriously and is looking at this fight very, very closely and says, you know what? I'm coming back. Conor McGregor literally tweeted about this the other day where he is interested in the Chandler Pimblett fight this weekend. So then you have to think to yourself, is Conor McGregor really taking this fight seriously? This fight that he is seeing, is he really taking this fight seriously? The pressure is on Michael Chandler more than anything else because of the fact that he lost 4 out of his 5, and all he cares about is entertaining. He cares about entertaining the fans. He doesn't care about winning. He doesn't care about pulling off a victory. He only cares about showboating. He cares about entertainment. He has that WWE type of mindset. But when you're in the UFC and you lost 4 out of your last 5, ooh, the pressure is on for you to take this victory. And yet, if I had $20 I never want to see again, if I had my hard-earned doubloon that I want to put down, my money is, as much as I hate to say it, my money is on Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. He is the rising star, undefeated in the UFC, has a much higher IQ than Michael Chandler, and the simple fact that he submitted Bobby Green very, very easily with an armbar triangle choke, it's insane of how much he's progressing in his UFC career. While Paddy is increasing, Michael Chandler is decreasing. 38 years old, lost 4 out of his last 5, lost 2 years of his career. Need I say more? Need I say more? Michael Chandler, talk about a tragic tale. The whole bravado of, see you at the top. You need to get to that top, buddy. You need to get to that top. Co-main event, my hard-earned doubloon is on Paddy Pimblett. Moving on to another controversial figure. Jesus. So many controversial figures these days. Bryce Mitchell against Jean Silva. You've heard the stories. You've heard the tales. You've heard that Bryce Mitchell just can't seem to keep his mouth shut. Giving him a microphone is a crime. Giving him any type of platform to speak on is a crime. The guy that said that Hitler was a nice guy, the guy that says that he hunts down and puts down dogs for a living, wild dogs, I'm sure. Bryce Mitchell. Dana White said himself, a stupid mother effer. And yet, put that aside. Put down the shenanigans, put down the controversy, put aside all of the dark cloud that is surrounding Bryce Mitchell. He's still an elite fighter. He still does what he does, especially when it comes to his grappling. He can utilize, when he grabs a hold of you and just twists you in a very unique and type of way, he puts in submissions that a lot of people still have no idea what they're even called. Bryce Mitchell is a phenomenal fighter. But so is Jean Silva. Jean Silva has a tendency to toy with his opponents a little bit. When he knows he's winning, when he knows he is on the edge of winning a victory, he tends to toy around with his opponents just a little bit. So you cannot take your eye off of anyone like Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell, regardless of how he is as a human being, he's still an elite of the elite. And even though Bryce Mitchell is the underdog going into this fight, put your hard-earned doubloon on that. Go away with it. Go away with the fact that Bryce Mitchell is going to get this done. Unless Jean Silva hits you one time, knock out, good night, sleep well, sweet dreams, good night, have a nice day. The pressure is on Bryce Mitchell to get this victory with all of the controversy that is surrounding to him. But Bryce Mitchell, he's going to say what he's going to say. He's going to do what he's going to do. And with his elite grappling capabilities, he's going to come away as the victor. He's going to come away as the victor. Guys, I want to hear what you have to say. Who do you think, or who are you betting your hard-earned doubloon? What if you had $20 you never want to see again? What are going to be your picks? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button, and tune in next time where we will talk more and the aftermath of UFC 314. I'm Mike Garcia, and I will see you next time.